Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about slope, something that you guys covered in Algebra 1. Just to start off with, we're going to make sure we understand what types of slope we could have. So if we find that our slope is increasing, our line is increasing as we go from left to right, as we do in the first part, this is going to be a positive slope because it's increasing as we go from left to right. The second one, if we're decreasing from left to right, this is going to be a negative. If we have a flat horizontal line, this is going to be slope 0. And then if we ever find a vertical line, this is going to be undefined. Alright, so the first part of your assignment is just going to be identifying positive, negative, 0, and undefined. Should be pretty straightforward. Alright, so for the second example, it's asking us to find slope. So we know from Algebra 1 that the slope is the rise over the run. So let's say we have 2 points here. We're just going to see how much did it go up or down, and how much did it go to the right. So let's say this one went down 3 and right 2. Our slope would be the rise. Because we went down, it's negative 3. And we're going to keep the run always positive going to the right, so that would be 2. Alright, so just kind of a review so far. Now, if we look at the slope in this case, they're asking us to find the slope between the 2 points, negative 4, 3, and 8, negative 1. We can also look at slope when we're given 2 points by using this formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to substitute values. So sometimes it helps if we label our points. So each point has an x and a y coordinate. I'm going to label them x1 and y1 for the first point because 1 represents the first point, and then x2, y2 for the second point. And we're just going to start substituting into our formula. So y2 is negative 1 minus y1, which is 3, over x2, that's 8, minus x1, which is negative 4. And then we're going to subtract the top, subtract the bottom, and we should have our slope. So negative 1 minus negative 3 is negative 4. 8 minus negative 4 is 12. And then we can simplify this. Both of them are divisible by 4. So we get negative 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. And then 12 divided by 4 is 3. Alright, so you should have done this also in Algebra 1. It may be a little bit rusty for you. You guys haven't covered it in a while. But yeah, just follow the steps. So again, label the points. If you need to. Once you get good at this, you might not have to label it anymore. Then we're going to substitute the values. And then 3, we're going to simplify if we can. Alright. Next example, it's asking us to graph now. It's telling us our y-intercept is 3 and our slope is negative 2. So let's draw our coordinate plane. We have our x and our y. On your assignment, your coordinate plane is going to be there for you. So all you have to do is find your y-intercept first. So on our y-axis, we're going to find 3 Step 2, from that point, from the y-intercept, do your slope. So our slope's -2. Now remember, anytime we have a whole number and not a fraction, we can make it a fraction. So our rise is going to be 2 and our run is going to be 1. So we're going to go down 2 spaces, whoops, and 1 to the right. And from those 2 points, we're going to graph. So we're going to draw a line through those 2 points. Okay, on to the last example. This time it's asking us to graph again, but this time they're giving us a point and the slope. So our point is 5, -1. Our slope is 1/2. So rather than graphing our y-intercept first, in this case, the first thing we want to do is find our point. So our point would be at 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -1. So we're going to do our point. And then from your point, probably should have extended this a little bit. You guys are going to do your slope. So we're going to go up 1 and right 2 because our slope is 1/2. Our rise is 1. Our run is 2. And then from those 2 points that we plot, we're going to draw our line. So after we do our point, we're going to do our slope from the point, and then we're gonna graph it. Okay, so this work should be reviewed. It should be pretty easy and straightforward. Remember to take your notes on it, write down your questions. Any questions that you have on it, we can talk about in class next time. All right, good job.